Hi, today we're going to go through and we're going to review the Women's Cool Springs 32 liter from Browning. This particular pack is 2,500 cubic inches. It's got a lot of storage capacity. Gives you the ability to use this if you're going to do a stalk and hunt, or if you're a hunter that uses a ground blind or hunts off of an ATV or a horseback. It's got a large front compartment. It's got a magnet here so that you've got an overflow storage, or you could put a little bit of gear here in the front, like say a beanie or some gloves, something like that. The way the front pocket is set up is you zip that open, and if you hang this in a tree stand or if you've got it in a ground blind, this panel can open up and you can get to whatever gear that you need to get to. So you've got multiple storage compartments with mesh, zippered pockets and non-zippered or elastic pockets here, where you can put game calls, you can put phone, your ID, GPS unit, things like that. Anything that you need as far as taking out with you, food, crackers, things like that. Has an overflow storage pocket. So this overflow storage pocket, basically you can use this multiple ways. If you're taking a jacket, starts getting warm in the daytime, you start pulling layers of clothing off, you can store those extra layers of clothing here so that if you do need to get to them. And the other thing that it does is it allows you to, you could drop in your bow or you can drop in your firearm into that, use the compression straps, and then basically have that piece in there so you can carry your firearm when you're moving from place to place. Large main compartment, 2 zippers, opens up. I've got some gloves and stuff in here just to kind of show you the space. I've got basically a rain suit, a top and bottom. It does have its own hydration compartment here, so you've got a pouch here. It's got an H2O port where the tubing comes out the top and you can run it down on the shoulder harness. Whether you're a right or a left, you can run it either way. So you got, again, a really large storage capacity here. On the side, you've got these pockets here where you can basically put a water bottle, any kind of storage, overflow storage, but you can also run a firearm through here as well. Drop the gun in here, use the buckle, basically take the side release, compress that down, and again, you can use that, carry that A-frame style. Freeform harness. Freeform harness from Browning is basically set up to where it allows multiple body types to be able to fit it. So think about it from a spring perspective. You're fitting that package like this. In the winter, when you start adding additional layers of clothing to it, that harness is going to open up a little bit because you have extra layers of clothing. So again, the freeform harness really allows that to move for different body types and different conditions and different times of the year. Pod system here, so you have these air channels so you get ventilation to your back, so you keep the back nice and cool in the spring. Also, you have these raised air mesh, 3D air mesh panels. That just gets the moisture management, so it moves any of that moisture away from whatever clothing or anything that you've got on that. So nice shoulder harness, good polyethylene foam in here. It's got nice padding. Waist belt. You've got basically your independent waist belt here, 38 millimeters, and then what you've got is Browning came up with a nice way of keeping that excess webbing. They call it the web safe feature. So what you're able to do is roll that webbing up. You have a piece of Velcro on both sides, and then that basically attaches back to the loop, closes off, and then what you have is you have the Velcro webbing so that it's locked in, and then basically from a safety standpoint. So this is the women's version. This also version comes in a men's version as well. The men's version was the Browning gold. The women's version is the pink. So go to your local sporting goods retailer and ask for the Browning Women's Cool Springs. It comes in Realtree or Mossy Oak patterns. If you can't find it at your local retailer, go to www.browningbags.com. You can purchase one direct.